Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy James Scott. Today I'll be bringing to you a different type of video. This video will be about Nairo Statement, Captain Zack's accusations, and we'll be discussing sensitive topics like sexual abuse, mental illness, suicide, and depression. So if you feel uncomfortable with any of those, feel free to click off. That is perfectly fine. And if you do struggle with any of those topics, don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help. So like I said earlier, Nairo released a statement today totally refuting what Captain Zack said about him in his accusations. Now, Nairo's side of the story, they were at CEO Dreamland. It's a big Smash tournament. Nairo was there and he had a hotel room booked. Captain Zack and his friend, Captain Zack's friend, I guess they booked their hotel room incorrectly, but Captain Zack was begging Nairo to sleep at his hotel. Nairo finally said, yes, you could sleep in my hotel room since you have nowhere else to go. And so Captain Zack, in the middle of the night, they were sleeping on separate beds. This is all Nairo's story, by the way. They were sleeping on separate beds. Captain Zack went over to Nairo's bed and started raping him, performing oral sex, and Nairo was totally disgusted by this. So after a brief moment of immobilization, he was saying he was like just shocked. He pushed him off and he just told him, you cannot do this, this is illegal. And after that, other times, Zack was trying to touch Nairo again and touch him more. And Nairo said, no, you have to stop. This is illegal, right? And the Captain Zack, he told him he wasn't into it first off, and it was illegal and gross, and Captain Zack threatened to expose him. So Nairo got essentially blackmailed from his words into having oral sex performed on him from Captain Zack again. They went through about halfway through it, and then Nairo was just too disgusted and they had to stop. And they all confirmed Tamim, this person who kind of went against Captain Zack and Samsora, he said that it was not hush money, it was actually blackmail money. It was about $2,000, then $300, then $350 that Nairo gave Captain Zack because Captain Zack was blackmailing Nairo. And Captain Zack even came out and said, not recently, but like a month or two ago, he said that Nairo, actually, it wasn't like hush money, that he just said it was money. He didn't say, I don't think he said anything. So, it was confirmed not to be hush money. Tamim, even Captain Zack himself and Nairo said it was not hush money. So, at least there's that. We can confirm that. Other than that, it's all he said, she said thing. Captain Zack saying he was molested, while Nairo's saying he was raped and he was blackmailed. So, honestly, it's tough because Captain Zack has bragged to Samsora that he's had older boyfriends in the past, like Ally and others, and I wouldn't essentially put it past him to go and rape Nairo. But it is a whole he said, she said thing. It's terrible that it happened at all. Obviously, this is just brutal. It's the biggest hit to the community. Pisses me off because I love this community so much. I've loved this community since I was a little kid. But so now, after all of this, Nairo gets canceled and everything happens with that. He goes away for a few months. He reactivated his Twitter like yesterday for like 20 minutes. We were all like, what is this about? And then today, he finally released a statement, obviously, and then at the end of it, he goes, after you read the whole thing, he goes and says that he's dealing with this through therapy, and he's staying with his family, and just more stuff like that. So he's staying with his in his house, essentially, until he gets better. But what I think of the situation is that Nairo, it's tough to say Nairo's lying because he does say he has a legal team of 30 people. I mean, not 30 people, with 30 pages of evidence. And he said what he says lines up with that person Tamim's statement from about a month ago. Nairo is also like heavily religious, and which is like he's heavily religious, and his family would get so mad that his family would essentially cancel him. He was saying if he were to do any of these things anyway. So that's why he kept it a secret. Also, what Nairo's saying is that he never told a soul about Captain Zack, like about what he did with Captain Zack. So everything, all the stories came from Captain Zack. And I believe that that's true. All the stories probably did come from Captain Zack. So if you only hear one side of the story, it's kind of tough. The hush money's false. Tamim, Samsora, Captain Zack, a lot of other people say that Captain Zack, Tamim, Samsora, and Nairo, all, and a bunch of other people in the community have said and do say that Captain Zack is like creepy, weird, creepy, and I personally think he should stay banned from Smash. He's just toxic. At the least, he's very toxic, and he has his whole life ahead of him to do other stuff. Tamim, the person who released a statement about a month ago, in my opinion, is credible because they didn't really have anything to gain. They're not a figurehead in the community. They don't want to be, essentially. He also, if anything, is getting bullied for this. Like, he doesn't have anything to gain. He's getting put down, like, because when he exposed people, all of their fans jumped on him. So I feel like he's credible. And lastly, I feel bad for Samsora. He could be being manipulated by Captain Zack, because right after Tamim's statement came out against Captain Zack, Samsora came out with a statement right away after. So Captain Zack could be manipulating Samsora. And yeah, Samsora, I think he tweeted today something like, I feel so used. So maybe. But guys, more importantly, how we fix the Smash community. One, I think Zack has to get banned. Nairo will see with legalities and stuff like that. But yeah, it's brutal. I don't know. I don't feel bad. I don't know if I feel bad yet. We have to see. I'm happy he's taking it to court, or he might be taking it to court. I'm happy he's taking it to a legal team at the least. He's going through depression. He's having suicidal thoughts. So I'm happy he's getting therapy at the very least. Captain Zack should be banned, though. I have to say, he has to stay banned. So when coronavirus is over, there has to be heightened security. That's just a fact at these events. Everyone, all adults and kids, obviously, but you can't always but you can't always ask kids to do these sorts of things. All adults have to keep their eyes out for bad stuff like this. You have to just watch out for stuff like this, whether it's this Nairo situation, whether it's like the Senpai situation or something bad like that. There should be a sign in and sign out sheet. There should be extra cameras. Just heightened security all around. Everyone has to feel okay. I have notes here, so just bullet points I want to touch up on. So if you see me looking down, that's why. But everyone has to feel okay with coming forward about their abuse, whether you're male or female. And that's the worst thing. I hate when when a guy will come forward with a problem and then everyone will call him weak. You're actually stronger because you did that, and it's just a lot better for you and everyone in total, because you could possibly get that person out of that community, or even if extreme circumstances, locked up and they're just out of the public and they're not out to hurt anybody anymore. But yeah, so also if you falsely, please, I beg anybody watching this, never falsely accuse anybody, because that just discredits actual victims. It's not okay in any way. And if you're falsely accusing someone, you ruin their life for nothing. Like, come on, don't do that. I know it's a utopia where no one does these things, but we have to all be better, and I just want to put that out there. Another thing is everyone affected should get some sort of help with like therapy or something, because you might not even know that it negatively affected you mentally. Like, I used to take this medicine for my Crohn's disease, and it would absolutely destroy my thoughts. I wasn't even who I was, and I didn't know, because I had no way of knowing that the medicine was doing it to me, because I just thought it was who I am. And it was not. Once I got off the medicine, different person. So once you get out of the situation, you might be a different person. So that stuff could have affected you very negatively, and you don't even know. So I would recommend, if your family's saying anything like that, or if you're feeling any thoughts that aren't great, like more often than usual, I would go get therapy. But that's just, I'm no doctor, but that's just my input. Therapy, it's always not a bad option, honestly. And lastly, I want to be a positive person for this community. I want to fix this community, get this community great, where we're just playing video games, where we don't have to talk about this stuff. This stuff is it shouldn't be talked about in the community. But I am happy that everyone came out and talked about everything out in the air, so we can get the bad people, the predators, the just terrible people out of this community, and it could be a lot better from here on out. So I want to lead by example and be a good person, for a good role model, and then a good person to look upon and trust in the community. So honestly, that's pretty much it. If you are struggling with any mental illness or anything, trust me, I have in the past. I've been sick for like 10, 11 years with Crohn's disease. I have irritable bowel disease. I have irritable bowel syndrome. My stomach, not to get, warning, this is going to get a little bloody, but, this is going to get a little graphic, jeez. My stomach used to bleed every day for months. I was so sick, I had to drop out of high school. Like, you see me right now, right? I'm a normal person. Like, yeah, I'm a little chunky, but I'm a normal person. A year ago, I was so sick. I weigh 225 pounds. A year ago, I weighed 160 pounds. 160 pounds. That's freaking 65 pounds in a year, just from me being healthy. Again, that's how sick I was. I looked like I hadn't eaten in months. And, yeah, so I know stuff about suicide. I'm not going to cry or get too deep on it, just because I'll say that for another time if something else happens. But yeah, so, sorry, the whole thing bums me out. I'm sorry. I'm not my usual jovial self. But yeah, lastly, I just want to be a positive role model to inspire people to be better and happy. And I want this community fixed. So we will fix this community, guys. If you're watching this, just be a good person, and if anything bad happens to you, just know it'll work out eventually, and just keep fighting, guys, because you never ever want to give up on that fight. I'm happy I never gave up on it, and you should never give up on it either. So thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Just have a great one. I'll see you in the next video. Back to my regularly scheduled program. Oh man. Hey, you guys have a great one now. I'll see y'all.